this is Sydney.
Hey, I'm Carlee.
And we are instructors at Panache Dance Co. We are going to be breaking down pirouettes today. We're going to break this down into 3 steps to be able to do a pirouette. First step, number 1, is the prep. So, I'm gonna stand here, Carlee's gonna stand there. Okay, first part of the prep, we're gonna start with a right pirouette because that is easiest for a lot of people. We're going to step a big right step out to the side and arms come out to our sides. Our left foot is going to come forward and then we press into our prep. Now, there's a lot of debate on how our feet should be in this position. In jazz, the proper form is to have your front leg flat on the ground and your right foot in the back pressed. Okay? From here, we can move on to step 2, which is the passe releve, which means releve is the fancy word for tippy toes. That means we're going to come up onto our left tippy toe and we're going to bring our passe, our right foot, in right beside our knee, okay? And we're going to press up into releve. Now, a really good exercise is to do that over and over and over again. So you do step 1, step prep, and then you do step 2, passe releve, and then just see how long you can hold it. Let's try to hold it for 4 seconds. So come 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 5, 6, 7, 8. Step 3 is when you add in the turn. So step 3, we start with step 1 by prepping to the side and forward. We're going to push up into step 2, but while we do that, we're turning right, okay? So you releve, passe, turn right. Ready, set, go. And then you land. And the way that you land is by pointing your right foot to the side, right arm out, left arm forward. So Carlee just taught me this, but she does LOL, which means you start here and you do an L with your opposite arm and leg, and you do an O with your arms as you turn, and then you do another L, but this time it's the opposite L as you did before. So it was an L this way, O, L this way, okay? So all together, we're gonna do all 3 steps quickly. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Things that dancers struggle with. Go ahead and show us a sickled passe, Carlee.
If I can even do it.
Well, yeah. So flex your foot and then tuck your toes in. Okay, so this right here is a sickled passe, and it's where dancers feel like they're pointing their toes because their toes are crunched in like this. And so they think that they're pointing their toe, but it's actually not. That's called sickling. And instead we want to point all the way through the ankle and bring that pointed toe to the passe. People also like to float their passes. So they might be out here. This is really common to come down low in between here. But we really want it to stick right to that bone that's on the inside of your knee, okay? Other common things are people tend to, when they push up into their releve, they want to keep their releve low, which would look like this, okay? But that's not good. When you start to spin more and more and more, that's going to hurt you. You need to be able to push up into that releve. So you're going to come step, prep, and you want to really push high up into that releve. There you go. Good. So those are the steps. Now, if you already have your pirouette, life is, you have not accomplished the full package deal until you're busting these things out over and over and over again. So ways that you can move on to a double, triple, quad, whatever it is that you're going to do, there's a couple of things. So one is just like we were talking about with that releve, is you have to, let's say this is the floor, you have to actively push against the floor. It's not just coming up here. It's actively pushing and having that resistance against that releve. Another thing is to engage your core. The only way you can stop is by engaging your core. Let's say I try to do a pirouette and I don't use my core. I'm just gonna float off. You'll see that over and over again. You'll see dancers try to do a pirouette and they just fall out of it like this, okay? The way to avoid that is by engaging your core. You come through, hold tight, 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 tight. Use your core to stop you. So that's how you're also going to spin more, is by engaging that core. The last thing I would say for doing multiple spins would be spotting. So when you start to turn, you look at yourself, look, as long as you possibly can, and then you whip your head around as fast as you can, and spot right back to where you were looking. That can be any mark. It can be looking at yourself, it can be looking at a picture on the wall, whatever it is, you look at that spot and then look at it as fast as you can. What you don't want to do is look at everything around. So you don't want to say, okay, I'm spotting this. Hey, look, there's a dog. Oh, a picture. Oh, furniture. Oh, that's going to make you really, really dizzy. So you want to make sure you're spotting the whole time.